I know it was said that Jay had these tracks and could have jumped on something. Like another feature would have been cool to me, but I'm not complaining because, like I said, I got a hip hop album that I thoroughly enjoy in 2025.
The Clipse. We talked about the Clipse. We've been anticipating the Clipse project.
Mm-hmm.
The Clipse show no signs of rust with their new album. I actually agree with that. After 16 years, rappers and brothers Gene Malice and Terrence Pusha T. Thornton have reunited to give fans the fourth studio Clipse album entitled Lord Sort 'Em Out. It also featured John Legend, Kendrick Lamar, Nas, Pharrell, I believe Tyler the Creator, and if I'm leaving out anybody else. I said Nas, but did I leave anybody else out?
Stove God Cooks.
Stove God, yeah. Shout out to Stove God. He was on the hook for one of those records as well.
Also,
Ad-Liva.
Ad-Liva. Did I miss anybody else? I know those were the main names, but I don't want to.
Or Ab-Liva.
Oh yeah, Dream. Yeah, Dream was on the hook like too. Yeah. I really enjoyed this record. I believe it was. I'm gonna pull the track list up because I do not want to be
13 records.
There we go. 13 joints. I believe this is entirely produced by Pharrell. You know, additional production wherever you want to find it.
Tyler the Creator. Forgot to say him.
Did I say him or no?
Oh, you did, Sam.
Yeah, I thought I put it.
And it's also Let God Sort 'Em Out, not Lord Sort 'Em Out.
I'm so Let God sort 'em out.
You
Appreciate you.
You try to.
What am I thinking about?
Some little brother in there.
Shout out to LB. But let's go ahead and get started, man, because I've been waiting on this project for a while. I want to hear what you gentlemen think about the project overall. So, what were your initial thoughts about the project overall? Jay Moore, I'll start with you. What you think?
I think I speak for everyone when anyone who's I've talked to about the record, when you saw that first song and you were just like, okay,
we're gonna talk about that.
It's like, okay, you in your mind, knowing the Clipse, you just know what this is going to be about, and then it goes to a real emotional place that had me thinking, okay, well, I need to kind of, I had to listen to that song twice, even though I'm blessed to still have both of my parents.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it still just hit me in a place where I'm like, okay, dude, what are we doing with the rest of this album?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think the album, it's one of those records that I put on after I got past that first song and just wanted to break down everything that there wasn't one skip on the album for me. There were some things where I was like, but it wasn't enough for me to skip the song. Like,
that's high praise. That's high praise.
Is, 1 through 13, like I've listened to it several times since. It's pretty much the only thing I listened to this weekend.
Yeah.
Going back and forth to work, that time where I unwind and sit and play video games. That's what I listened to. I was listening to no podcast, no other albums. It was 100% Clipse weekend.
Yeah.
So I have nothing but high praise. The beats, other than some small technical things like this, now being friends and listening to how Long breaks down records, that's how I listen to records now.
Oh, you in the club now, huh?
I'm in that club.
Sorry about
where
that.
I'll hear things, I'll be like, from a structural point, I will question those decisions, but it wasn't something that made me say, oh, that's whack. It wasn't at that point. But just 1 through 13, man, this is why I listen to hip hop.
Yeah.
Even though people, will say, oh, the coke talk and all the stuff talk, the drug references, and it gets old. No, it doesn't. At least not for me with the Clipse. I'm sorry. I talked about it a little bit last week when I said, hey, something can be a bad taste as long as it tastes good.
Look out now.
So I don't have any problem with hearing these bars. Like, it's the same way, like when I listen to Lil Wayne try to do the same thing, I'm like, man, get this shit out of here. But when I listen to Pusha T, I'm like, that was clever.
No, that's real. That's real. Lone, what'd you think about it, man? And I'm curious to hear what you think because I'm being very rude right now. I'm curious to hear what you think about the album, but also the production.
Yeah, so I have to preface this because people like to jump down my throat when I have expert opinions on music production.
Talk to them.
But you can go and Google me.
Yes.
So I agree with Jay Moore. I like this record a lot. Well, let me rephrase that. I like this record. It's definitely one that I could press play and to the same degree listen front to back. I think Clipse, I think Pusha T and Malice, I think they did everything they needed to do on this.
Facts.
The features were great. I love the Tyler feature. The Kendrick feature, obviously. I like the John Legend feature.
Yeah.
And I even thought that the things that Pharrell was doing with his singing, I mostly liked for the most part. Production stuff is definitely something that stood out to me. I say this with a grain of salt, saying that I can listen to this front to back and I think it's straight how it is, right? Mm-hmm. But my one critique is the production, and it is starting with the really bad Wu-Tang beat, like M.
I know which one you're talking.
Whatever that is. From there,
Tyson,
whatever.
Coke to the face or blow to the face.
Blow to the face. Starting with that beat, and then there was a few other ones that were just kind of misses to me. The way that he started this with his programming, the way that he was using kind of like the keyboard strings and the synth-esque elements, it was kind of like, it was very synth heavy, but kind of the drums were kind of like lingering in a way, you know? Mm-hmm. I thought it was great. And I thought that if from the Birds Don't Sing, Chains and Whips, POV, So Be It, Ace Trumpets, from there, solid. And then, but from there on after, it was kind of like wishy-washy production-wise for me. So that's the only thing that I would say. Now, I do like the intention of what Pharrell was trying to do, but I just don't think which is funny to say, he didn't execute it to my liking. Obviously, it's the Clipse album, and they did what they needed to do with it. But there were a couple places on there where I'm just like, this song could have been better if the production was a little bit better. Okay. So that's just the way that I feel. But it's still a solid project. So.
I ain't mad at that.
Are you talking about structural things? Or are you talking about the mixing? What you know?
Mixing wise, I thought it sounded straight, but the more so the repetitiveness and also the sounds he used.
Okay.
The Mike Tyson one that you're talking about, that sounds like
I like that.
That sounds like a throwaway Reza beat.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. But also, like, there was another one where he's got these random horns that pop up in there, and I just didn't.
That's the one where I was like, okay.
I didn't think the horns matched. To me, I don't remember the name of it. It was towards the end somewhere.
Yeah, what you think, bro?
Personally, I think it's a great album. I think it did what it was supposed to do. That first song got me, and then it brought me back into where I thought I was, what kind of project I was listening to. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because that one was kind of tough. To me, I actually had this conversation with Joey Friend. Shout out to him. As far as how I listen to this album, a lot of albums, if I'm a fan of the artist, I listen to it as a fan first before I go into my critique mode. So I was excited to get this album. Yeah. So as soon as I press play, of course, I'm going to let it ride all the way through. Initially, my first thoughts was, okay, there's no skips. Once I got all the way through it, certain songs locked me in to where I'm like, damn, this is makes me want to ride around in a new car. I might go shopping today. Mm-hmm. Obviously I didn't, but it makes you want to hear it a certain way. It makes me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as far as the production, in my personal opinion, I don't think he really missed on here, except for the song that I don't like, which is the MTB TTF. No, I'm sorry.
Beta.
Yeah, the beta track. That's the only one that I think I could have been cool off of, or they could have left. Your favorite?
Gobo speaks.
I don't know. It's definitely not my favorite. I don't know. I'm going back and forth on this album, but anyway, It's only been out. It's not even been out a week yet.
Yeah,
and it was refreshing to hear a hip hop album, because the way this is structured, it's structured like an album that came out on a Tuesday. In the late 90s, early 2000s, where I went and spent my hard-earned money and was satisfied with my purchase.
Yeah, I do like, and I feel like I need to, because I know I was going to be the one person that was going to be somewhat critical, even though I'm just speaking from a nuanced angle, because I do like the album. But mine is specifically like, I see what Pharrell was intending to do. Uh-huh. I just don't think he did exactly what. It just doesn't feel like he 100% executed on keeping the Sonics all the way through it. But I still think it's a great album.
Yeah,
so
I think it's great. I think from track 1 all the way through
13.
Well, it's 13 tracks, but as far as like where I'm like nothing's missing to me, I would probably say all the way to 6, with all things considered included in that.
Yeah, that's 1 to 6 is solid to me.
Yeah,
to me, that's like, if they stopped there, I would have been perfectly fine.
But then
I do like some of the other ones.
Yeah, Mike Tyson, Blow to the Face, I like that record. FICO, I like that record.
FICO's tough.
Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like everything on here, to be honest with you, and it was nice to hear two brothers together complimenting each other.
Yeah.
And for Pusha to bring his brother back into the fold.
Yep.
And for him to rap like that.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't been on a secular album, so to speak, in years. There hasn't been a Clipse album in 15 years.
Yeah.
Ever since that last album came out, Pusha T has been either solo or working with Kanye.
Features, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for him to come out like this, like Malice was holding the torch on a lot of these songs. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what stood out to me most is Malice's performance. I'm talking about lyrically all the way through. And as a person that I'm very familiar with the Clipse, I damn near was like, man, I owe this brother an apology because he's always been dope. Like, but Pusha T has always been quote unquote pushed as
he's more polished.
He's more polished, but he's also more popular because Malice
he never stood. Well, Malice was still doing music. It just was more churchy music,
which is perfectly fine. I ain't mad at that.
The Dead Bury the Dead.
Yeah,
good project.
I would also say though, like to what you're saying, like if Malice was more polished, he would sound almost exactly like Pusha T, which it's a good contrast back and forth.
Yeah, no, for sure. And his wordplay, man, how he's putting words together on this, to me is phenomenal. Like he's the star for me on this project as it relates to just we listen to everything. Production wise, I actually agree with Lone, especially on track 7. This Mike Tyson, whatever the acronym is. I'm sorry,
Mike Tyson, Blood to the Face.
Yeah, that's definitely a Wu-Tang throwaway try. You know what I'm saying? That one ain't land with me. I'll be honest with you on that one.
I'll let you jump back in, but there's one thing I wanted to say that I didn't get to that's important. I also, when I first listened to this, after the first 3 or 4 records, to Terry's point, like I was listening to this as a fan, right?
Yeah.
And so but also with my analytical ear, but I'm listening to it, I'm like, what is Pharrell trying to do here?
Yeah.
Because like when you think of like bringing the Clipse back in 2025, you almost expected the sound to be completely different than kind of what we got almost. But I feel like nobody else could have executed the project in the way
that
Pharrell did.
Absolutely not.
And,
you know what I mean?
And Lone, I don't think this is another one of those examples where the old guys, quote unquote, don't sound old. Like I feel like Pharrell, even though whatever we want to talk about the production, I don't think the production. There's nothing about this to me outside of the Wu-Tang miss.
I think that
sounds outdated.
I think there's a couple other beats.
You think there are?
Yeah.
That sound outdated?
Yeah. I'd have to go back and listen to.
I don't know about that
because I listened to this one time all the way through, and I definitely want to go back and listen to it again. This is one of those projects where I may have a subtly different opinion the second time through, right? But there are a couple beats where it just felt a little dated to me. But again, it was always on the second half of the album. The first half of the album was just super locked into me.
The beat for Ace Trumpets and then the beat for, I believe the one that's in 3/4 is So Far Ahead with Pharrell singing on the hook. It's kind of got the same synth, but
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that.
Yeah.
But the 3/4 part of it and the way they were rapping made it work to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it made sense to me.
Yeah. And nobody raps in 3/4.
Nah.
That is not easy.
No, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like the way they put it together and they were going in and out, like that's impressive.
Yeah.
I think what he did on here was actually adding to the nostalgia factor that this is a Clipse album.
That's
so
fair.
I'm gonna try to kind of keep it like you remember the Clipse.
Yeah, that's what I was taking from it.
The updated pack on there. You know what I'm saying? Like this to me is showing Pharrell flexing his muscle as far as being a producer and not having to lean on an AI engine to create some shit.
Yeah. Talk to
being
him
from Virginia.
Talk to him.
You know what I'm saying? He came in the game probably around the same time as Timbaland, maybe before, because he was working with Teddy Riley.
Yep.
SWV, yeah, they was out.
Pharrell ain't lost a beat. No pun intended.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's like he still lives in the moment and he's still able to create something and a sound that still sounds fresh.
Yeah,
and that's what I appreciate about the project. Like you said, it does. Some of these songs probably could have been on Lord Willing or
for sure,
or
To the Casket
Drops.
Casket Drops, yeah.
But to me, it sounds like it's a more polished version of that. Like he got into that bag, but advanced that bag, so to speak.
Yeah, I would definitely say, again, the first part, definitely. I feel like the second half sounds a little bit more like a little bit more dated to me, a little bit in that aspect. But
maybe that was intentional.
That's the thing that when I said I was curious about Pharrell's intention of this, because to Terry's point about the nostalgic factor, even though it sounded a little dated, again, I'm being nuanced here. Even though it sounded dated, I didn't necessarily not like the songs. Like, I'm just speaking on production from the productions. Right. They're still good songs, and they make sense. Like, if the beat was that bad, the songs would be bad. You know what I mean? Like, even the Mike Tyson joint, like, it wasn't a bad song. I just don't like the beat at all. Like, that's just one where I just do not like that beat. But what the Clipse is doing, like what they are doing, is really good.
Lyrically, this is unmatched. Like, I'm already saying, to me, it's my favorite release of the year so far. I mean, Larry June dropped too, and it's a phenomenal album as well. But like, this one, to me, this is it. I was very happy with this release.
I think this one, this Clipse record stands out a little bit more than I enjoyed the Larry June, by the way, too. But I kind of knew I knew what to look for, I guess, on that one. Even with the Clipse, as we say, there's nostalgia attached to it. I enjoyed it more. Maybe it's just because of anticipation, or maybe just because, just the Clipse popping back out, and Pharrell, like the gang's all back together again or whatever. But yeah, I enjoyed the Clipse record more. Like,
I'll say my only complaint on this album is it only ran for like 40-some minutes. Yeah, that's my only complaint as a whole on this album, with 13 songs and 40-some odd minutes.
But that's what we used to get all the time.
I'm not mad at it having 13 joints.
It seemed like it used to be a little longer than that as far as the actual play time.
Well, there's no skits and interludes, if you will. I mean, we forget Illmatic wasn't but 39 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, plus now with today's attention span, I think they got in and got out of there at the right time. Because I would have been excited about a Clipse record, but I don't want to hear 19 joints.
Yeah, that's just,
you see what I'm saying?
Not necessarily the amount of tracks, but I mean,
just the running time.
I know it was said that Jay had these tracks and could have jumped on something.
That would have been cold on Fico.
They were saying that Kendrick had 2 records, the one he did and the one they just dropped the video for.
Chains and Whips.
Yeah, Chains and Whips. I think he could have been on both of those, but he just picked one. But like, another feature would have been cool to me. But I'm not complaining because, like I said, I got a hip hop album that I thoroughly enjoy in 2025. So
yeah, shout out to them, man. They took care of business.
Did you guys like the Chandeliers Let God Sort 'Em Out record? Track 12. It's the one that it was like the beat switched and went into Nas.
Oh yeah, when Nas rapped over the different beat.
Once again, I thought that was dope.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that one, honestly. I think
on the joint where with Tyler the Creator, when it switched for,
I thought that was
Malice was crazy.
I thought that was
crazy, bro.
I thought that was a great record.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Tyler showed his whole ass on that record too.
He's been waiting his whole life for this.
Yeah. hey, he did what he's supposed to do in that moment. Shout out to him.
Yeah, he definitely took advantage of a situation he's been eyeing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Forever. With Pharrell, is his favorite producer.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I was happy for Tyler when I heard his voice.
Like when Tyler talk too. I like well, he's obviously a confident artist, but I like when he get in his bag and he just start talking his talk while rapping very well. Like that's a good place for him to be in sometimes when he just pop off. I like that.
Yeah, I actually like that song more than the Nas feature.
Yeah.
The Nas beat change was fire though.
I like the beat change. I like the beat change. Anyways.
I like Nas's verse.
I like his verse too, but like I said, Tyler showed his whole ass on that verse. And
Kendrick, man, I know we
tip my hat to him on that.
I know we broke it down, but
Kendrick's was
yeah,
that was fire too. That goes without being said.
Y'all still
a lot of gin out there.
Stop playing with that boy.
And then the line that was supposed to be of question, all he did was saying playing a trump card, and he said something about playing a trump card, and
I don't know, like the people
something
at Def
like
Jam
that. I don't know. It's crazy.
That's all it comes down to.
Basically, yeah.
I also too heard. I think it was Jeremy Hecht who had the theory about how the whole verse might be from the perspective of Trump.
Really?
Yeah, I think Justin broke it down too. But like, it's interesting.
I hadn't heard
like
that.
If you go back through it and think about it, from that perspective, it's very interesting.
There's somebody right now that's typing, y'all swear up and down Kendrick is just, oh my god, just by you saying that you triggered somebody in America right now.
I'm sorry that Drake. The only people that think that are the people that think Drake is the greatest thing to walk the earth, and people that just intentionally just want to be in conflict. So
enjoy conflict, huh?
That's it. There's nothing wrong with praising Kendrick. He is that good. The end. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
We are a hip hop podcast talking about great hip hop.
And we can like who we like.
Yeah, you know. And
that's the part though. That's the part.
Like,
we can like whatever the hell we want to like.
Get mad because you don't like or you don't hear it the same way you heard it.
Like there was that Jackson. Shouts to Jackson. He made the clip of me like breaking down like Drake not getting it after all this time or whatever. Right? People are in there like, all this mental gymnastics. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, this is just like,
this is casual conversation.
I don't even care. Like, why do I care? Like, it would be great if Drake made something to make me have to decipher it.
Every time there's like any one of those clips and it's mostly you started off, I just can't wait for shut your white ass up. I'm just not, because I know it's coming.
And they're so hurt by, especially when he leads the comments, like when he leads the segment, the comment, they're so offended. Oh, here go the white boy. Oh my God, they put the white boy out. I'm like, what's wrong, man? Don't you got a recital to go to or something? Like pick somebody up from band practice, like ain't it a track meet or something you got to go to, dinner or something like that?
Jay said it though. It's funny because people will still be mad and then agree with me.
They'll agree. That's the funny part.
It's like, all right.
And it hits at the end on it's like, I mean, he right though.
Right though.
Yeah, he right though.
But then you look at the clips and you'll have 25 negative comments and 125 likes. So
what you say? Balance it.
More people liked it than didn't. So you know,
at the end of the day.
It's whatever.
The Clipse unloaded a clip, and I'm happy for it, and I'm ready for the next round.
I like that, man. The Clipse unloaded the clip. Facts.
Yeah,
that's a bar right there.
Yeah.